What if your data pipeline is sabotaging your AI model right now and you don't even know it? You could be dedicating time and resources to training an intelligent system, only to find it's built on a crumbling foundation. This is just a technical glitch, it's a ticking time bomb. You might think your data pipeline is secure, but beneath that polished surface, hidden vulnerabilities are poised to derail your entire project. What if those weaknesses are lying in wait, ready to explode at the worst moment? Picture this: you're on the brink of launching your model, excitement in the air. Confusion hits you. Didn't see this coming. In the frenzy of development, it's easy to overlook critical warning signs. Consider how minor inconsistencies in your data can spiral into catastrophic issues. Anomalies like mislabeled entries or missing values are like cracks in a dam. The more pressure you apply, the more likely they are to burst, unleashing chaos on your project. Think back to a time when you relied on data for a crucial decision. You felt confident everything was under control, only to face a massive setback from a small error. This principle applies here. What seems trivial can lead to disaster. Now, what if you could spot those stress signals before they escalate? Imagine having the ability to identify vulnerabilities in real time. Many teams are searching for these signals, but often miss the most obvious ones: the human element. Data pipelines are crafted by teams who might overlook their own biases, resulting in skewed outputs. You may think, that won't happen to me, but even the most diligent teams can find themselves in precarious situations. As we explore solutions, visualize conducting regular health checks on your data pipeline, like a routine checkup. You won't skip a doctor's appointment, right? Those checks can help you catch issues before they spiral out of control. But what if you're already deep in trouble? It's time to reassess. Make it a habit to scrutinize your pipeline's structure, not just the data. Identify where those stress signals might be lurking. It's in those overlooked areas that the real threats reside. Ultimately, success hinges not just on having good data, but on understanding the intricate dynamics of your entire pipeline. Reflect on this: what if your next breakthrough and I depends on your ability to detect and address these vulnerabilities? So as we dive deeper today, ask yourself, are you truly aware of the silent threats lurking in your data pipeline? Act now before they act against you. Imagine this: your AI model is learning and making decisions. But what if hidden cracks in your data pipeline threaten to bring everything crashing down? This is happening more often than you might think. Many people see data pipelines as simple pathways for information, but there are hidden vulnerabilities beneath the surface. It's not just about data flow, it's also about integrity, consistency, and security. Picture this: you're training an AI model to recognize images. You provide a steady stream of data, but suddenly it starts misidentifying basic objects. Why does this happen? A small change in your data pipeline introduced noise, distorted images slipped through unnoticed. Now let's dig a little deeper. Have you considered the impact of poor data quality? You might think, I check my data regularly, but even a single incorrect data point can skew your results dramatically. How many times have you seen an impressive metric, only to find out later it was built on shaky ground? Take, for example, a company that faced significant backlash after its AI misclassified thousands of user-generated images. They believed their data pipeline was robust, but outdated algorithms and unmonitored changes were quietly causing chaos. Can you see how easily this could happen to you? As we explore further, we uncover another danger: data silos. When teams work in isolation, the flow of information becomes restricted. Imagine missing out on vital insights simply because your data is shared across departments. The consequences can be staggering. And here's the kicker: even with the best intentions, human error can be a silent saboteur. A developer deploying a new model with outdated data can trigger a chain reaction of failures. This is just a minor issue, it's a potential disaster waiting to happen. Now that you're aware of these vulnerabilities, what can you do about them? A comprehensive monitoring system is essential, but it's not just about having the right toolsets, it's about fostering a proactive culture. Are you ready to make that investment? Take a moment to reflect what would happen to your projects if these vulnerabilities go unchecked. The hidden pitfalls in your data pipeline could jeopardize everything you've worked for. So as you consider your next steps, remember it's not just about data flow, it's about protecting your future. If this resonates with you, think about subscribing for more insights into the hidden challenges of AI. Your journey to understanding starts here. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into developing an artificial intelligence model, only to discover that an unseen flaw in your data pipeline is sabotaging everything. It's a nightmare scenario that keeps AI developers awake at night. But here's the kicker: these hidden vulnerabilities are more common than you might think. So what exactly are these weaknesses? Many people don't realize that even the most sophisticated data pipelines can have cracks in their foundations. These cracks can lead to inaccurate predictions and unreliable outputs, ultimately undermining the very purpose of AI. Let's dig a little deeper. Picture yourself at a tech conference, surrounded by buzzwords like big data and machine learning. What often goes unmentioned is the fragility lurking beneath the surface. Data pipelines are the lifeblood of AI, yet many developers overlook the complexities involved in managing them effectively. Consider this scenario: a financial institution decides to implement AI to predict loan defaults. They gather extensive data, customer credit histories, spending habits, and more. However, they overlook an outdated data source filled with errors that quietly accumulate. Suddenly, their AI model built on this flawed data starts making disastrous decisions. The irony: they thought they were ahead of the curve. Now, let's relate this to your own experience. You might find yourself in a similar situation, working on a project that hinges on clean, reliable data. You believe you have everything under control. But what if one small oversight, a missing data field, or a misconfigured pipeline lead to a major failure? It's the kind of mistake that can leave you feeling uneasy. And it gets even trickier. As AI technology evolves rapidly, exploit data weaknesses. Imagine your pipeline being targeted with sensitive information siphoned off without your knowledge. It's a looming threat that could turn your groundbreaking project into a data breach headline. So what can you do? The first step is to acknowledge that these vulnerabilities exist. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being proactive. Next, implement rigorous testing and validation processes. Think of it as a safety net for your data pipeline, catching issues before they spiral out of control. The key takeaway here is that while the world of AI is an exciting frontier, it comes with hidden pitfalls. By